Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a Maleficent inspired tutorial. So if you haven't seen what Angelina Jolie looks like, that's a really great picture of her. I'm very excited about the film, and so I thought as it's coming out this week I would do a tutorial inspired by this look. So I've already got my base on, and you may notice I'm a little bit paler than usual because I've actually mixed a really pale Rimmel foundation with my normal foundation. Because obviously Maleficent is a lot sort of more pale than I am. Okay, so base on, let's go straight onto the eye. So the most exciting thing about this tutorial is I'm actually using the Maleficent makeup range by MAC, which is very exciting. So I'm going to do my eyes using these 4 colours by MAC. So this range obviously is only limited edition, but I'm pretty sure that most of these colours are sold separately. Definitely the black is carbon. But I will find out and I'll put it in the description box below, so if you don't want to buy all of them, you can then just buy the ones that you need. Okay, so eyes. So Maleficent has a really dark, sort of smoky, angled look. So to get that really sharp edge, I'm actually going to use some sticky tape, just to help us along really with that. So I'm just going to basically line it up with my lash line and stick it there. Not the most comfortable thing in the world, but it does help. Okay, so the first colour I'm going to use is this sort of light brown colour here. I'm just taking this on a MAC 217 and just gently run this all over the base of my lid, just to start building up. Got a lovely colour. Okay, so once that's on there as a base, I'm then going to take the darker brown shade on a 239 and basically start winging this out. I'm going to start with the brown, then go over it with the black. So basically follow the line that you've created with your sticky tape. And obviously if you're doing this for a wearable look, you wouldn't go out quite as far as this. But as we're doing it for Maleficent, we need to make it really extreme. So with this look, I was actually trying it out yesterday, and it actually looks really cool if you make the flick a bit smaller and obviously a little bit less harsh. So you can make this a bit more wearable, but obviously as we're trying that Maleficent, it's not exactly makeup you would wear out, but if you're going to a fancy dress party, like this would be absolutely brilliant. Okay, so just build on that and start bringing it over that lash line. Okay, and then once you've got that nice smoky line, take the black, which I know is definitely called carbon, and just go over it. Just to intensify the smokiness. And then what I'm going to do is take my 239 and a little bit of the brown and the black mixed together, and then start bringing this into the crease area. Not as heavy as the line we've just created, because you want that to really stand out, just to make it a bit more smoky and intense. So you can see now we're starting to get that really smoky shape. And I have gone a little bit higher than the crease because it's obviously sort of a costume look. So for those of you who don't know, I'm actually a huge Disney fan, so I'm very excited to see what this film's all about. It says that it's not anything like the fairy tale of Sleeping Beauty, so it'll be very interesting to see the spin that they've made on it. I'm very excited. Okay, so once you've got the intensity that you're happy with, we can then take off our sticky tape and hope that it's created that really sharp line for us. Yep, you can see here it's completely sharp, which is exactly the look we're going for. Okay, so then for under the eyes, I'm then just going to take an angled brush and the dark brown colour in the inner corner. Work that out to the middle. And then once you get about halfway, I'm then going to take the black and join that up with the wing we made. Okay, so the last thing we're just going to do is take the black again on the angled brush and then just drag that in that inner tear duct area up to meet the other lash line. Okay, so eyes done. We now need to add some lashes. So I'm going to use some of the Eyelure ones in the number 107. So I'm just going to take my lash and a bit of glue. Wave that around, let it dry. Okay, so eyelashes on. I'm then going to take this lovely sample that Mac sent me. It's their new mascara, which is called Zoom Fast Black Lash, and it's absolutely brilliant. Just to get that even more extreme look. So I'm just holding the lashes down with my earbud and just going over them with the mascara. And then I'm going to go over them with the bottom lashes. Okay, so our eyes are now looking very scary and Maleficent-y. So now I'm going to try and get that really extreme, I think you can see here, where it's really, really white and then really shadowed. So I'm just going to do that with some contouring. So I'm going to go back in with my sticky tape. And I'm going to put this from top of my ear, level with about my mouth. About there. So all we've got above it is our cheekbone. Okay, so what's weird to talk with this one? We now need to make this as white as we can. So I'm just going to take this concealer brush by Bare Minerals, so I've got a bit more control with using a smaller brush. So I'm going to use my really pale foundation I've got from Rimmel. This is actually what I bought for Halloween, which turned out to be quite useful. So you can see it's really, really pale. And I'm just going to start building this. It's almost like we're painting. And I can also use it as a bit of a concealer as well to tidy up under the eyes. Okay, so once I've blended that in, I'm then going to take a concealer as well. This is my Studio Fix from MAC, which again is quite pale, just to build on this colour. Okay, and then to make it as pale as possible, I'm actually going to use this white colour, my beautiful new Sleek Bright palette. I'm just going to go over the top with the white eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm then going to take off the sticky tape. And you can see I've got this really sharp, pale line. Okay, so we then need to powder that into place. I'm going to use my Maleficent powder, really nice neutral shade. Use this all over the face. Very gently tap that over the white. Okay, so we now need to make very extreme shadows here. So this is where it becomes really unwearable because you obviously would never wear this much bronzer. So I'm just going to use my Sleek Contour Kit and basically go crazy on the bronzer. So just make sure you don't go over that line because we want to make sure that that stays as sharp as possible. So I'm going to suck in my cheekbone, my cheeks and fill in the hollows. Okay, so I know it's absolutely crazy, but if you get it's very meant to be wearable. So I'm just going to blend the bottom line in with my foundation brush. And then all I'm going to do is take the concealer brush and just soften this line just a little bit. And just bring that down around the mouth to keep that pale. Because as you can see in the picture, her shadows only go up to her cheekbones and it's still white here. Okay, so face done. Now onto the lips, which is very, very exciting because I love wearing any excuse for a dark lip. It's very exciting. So, although her lip's red, it's sort of like a burgundy red almost. So I'm going to use this lip pencil by MAC, which is called Vino, which is sort of a dark purpley colour to line my lips. And then I'm going to take this lipstick by MAC, which is called Dark Deed. It looks black in this side, but it's a very, I'll just swatch it for you so you can see before I put it on. It's a very dark burgundy colour. So I'm just going to put this all over. Just my bottom lip, and then I'm going to rub that in using my finger. Doing this, guys, will also make your lipstick stay on. If you put a layer on, rub it in, and put another layer on. Okay, so that lipstick's on, so I'm going to go over it with this lovely red colour, which is the Cape Moss one from Rimmel, number 01. So I'm just going to go all over the lip with this. And you can see now by using both those colours that we've got that really intense red look. And I just realised I completely forgot to do my eyebrows, so let's just go back a few steps. So I'm going to use the Maleficent palette again and my angled brush. Now, Maleficent has very dark eyebrows, and they also have a much more of a defined arch than mine do. So I'm going to take a mixture of the brown and the black, but most of the brown to start with, and just start roughly filling in my brows. It doesn't have to be too perfectly neat because hers aren't. Then when I get to about here, I'm then just going to bring that arch up and down. Okay, so now that the eyebrows are done, this is the finished look for you. So, looking very, very scary. This look would be great for, obviously, Halloween, which I know is ages away, but if you were going to a fancy dress party and wanted to dress up as Maleficent, because it can actually look still quite pretty, that looks pretty scary at the same time. So I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that if you guys are going to watch the film that you really like it too. If you do enjoy it, let me know in the comments box below, or on my Instagram, which is livemcwilliams_makeup, which I will put on the screen right now. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!